Hello, my name is Domke. I'm Exhibitions Curator for Dundee Contemporary Arts. Welcome to the Associates exhibition. I've called the exhibition The Associates. There's two reasons for that. One is there was a seminal pop group that came out of Dundee in the late 70s. Exactly 30 years ago, their first single, Boys Keep Swinging, a cover of a song by David Bowie that hadn't actually been released as a single at that point. But more than that, I wanted to say that these 17 artists are our associates. These are artists that we can associate with Duncan of Jordanston and Dundee, but artists that we can associate with Dundee Contemporary Arts. All of the artists within this exhibition all trained at Duncan of Jordanston College of Art and Design in a timeline that's along the same lines as the building plans and the opening of DCA. The Associates exhibition is kind of about diaspora. Dundee has bled its talent for many years. People train at Duncan of Jordanston and then they move on. Now, it's inevitable that talent moves on and searches for new, exciting challenges, and that's happening less. Artists are staying on in the city for longer, but most of the exhibitors in the Associates have left for cities like Glasgow, London, Brussels and Berlin, and one of the exciting aspects of this exhibition is bringing back artists who have long left the city and then rediscovering their roots and their connections with other artists in the exhibition. Certain artists within this exhibition have shown at DCA previously. Artists such as Luke Fowler, Claire Stevenson and Robert Orchardson were in the Beyond exhibition, which really looked at them just as they'd graduated from the art school. Where the Wild Things Are featured the work of the Lonely Piper and Duncan Marquis, and Here and Now, which was organised by DCA, had the work of Alan Michael and Lucy Mackenzie. So there's that component where artists have shown here previously, but they're now showing us where they are in 2009. They're giving us, in many cases, some of the largest works that they've ever produced. There's effectively two generations of artists. Artists graduating in 1995 and more recently in 2006 from the Masters. But there's commonality between works in the exhibition, some quite surprising. There's a confluence in the drawings of Duncan Marquis and Graham Little, and there's definitely crossovers in the sculptures of Ellen Munro and Graham Little, and the large walls work by Lucy Mackenzie. This exhibition is really just the tip of the iceberg of the talent that's emerged in Dundee in the last 10 to 15 years. It's a difficult process deciding who should and shouldn't be in an exhibition like this, and there is a certain style to this exhibition. There's a slight campness. There's a sort of glamorous room that you could almost imagine being at Top of the Pops backdrop, and there's a more intimate headspace with the collages and works on paper in the first room. This exhibition hopefully indicates the DCA commitment to showing work by artists who trained in Dundee and who are in many cases still based in the city. The Associates exhibition opens exactly 10 years on from our very first exhibition at DCA, the exhibition Prime. Works in this exhibition reference that particular exhibition, but I couldn't think of a better way of celebrating 10 years of DCA than by looking at artists who, on or around the date of the first exhibition, were emerging from this city. The whole 10th year is a really big deal for Dundee Contemporary Arts, and we're honoured to be curating the Scottish Pavilion at the Venice Biennale. And what will make me very proud when we show the work of Martin Boyce at Venice is to be saying that we are showcasing the very best of art to have emerged from Dundee on at that same time.